Chocolate lovers have something to savor about. Cocoa prices are declining from the highs witnessed in December 2024. Namaste. Cocoa prices have dropped nearly 30% since the beginning of this year. Among agri commodities, cocoa's decline is the third after potatoes and orange juice, which have dropped by over 60% and 33% respectively so far in 2025. According to the Trading Economics website, cocoa prices more than doubled over the past 2 years due to poor weather and diseases in Ivory Coast and Ghana. Both these nations supply over 60% of global cocoa. With production being affected, prices soared. Though prices have cooled from the record highs due to a rise in production and slack demand, they still are at historical highs. Ivory Coast exports were up 1.3% in June compared with June 2024. At the same time, exports during January-June were 10% lower in comparison with the year-ago period. According to Rabo Research, a unit of Dutch financial services firm Rabobank, the price spike in cocoa, coupled with ongoing volatility, has triggered structural changes in cocoa and chocolate confectionery industries. Regardless of where cocoa prices are headed, it's going to remain a bumpy ride in the coming years. 6 key factors will make cocoa prices volatile, says Oran van Dort, commodity analyst for Rabo Research. The 6 factors are low global stocks, record low combined open interest in the futures market, weather dependent production, market opaqueness, the reshaping of the world trade, and speculative activity. Van Dort says cocoa consumption has fallen in 2025 with further reductions expected. Higher cocoa prices will lead to higher retail prices and manufacturers employing shrinkflation and skimpflation strategies. Due to this, familiar chocolate products may become smaller and more expensive with innovations focusing on minimizing cocoa use, he says. A health-conscious consumer environment and increased use of weight loss drugs also contribute to reduced demand. His views are supported by Swiss chocolate maker Lindt earnings in the first half. It said a 15% rise in cocoa prices hurt sales as it hiked its candy prices. The International Cocoa Organization, pointing to a Reuters report, says overall cumulative arrivals since the start of the season in Ivory Coast was at 1.6 million tons, up 1.1% compared with the year-ago period. In early June, cocoa prices surged 8% on supply concerns due to lower arrivals in Ivory Coast to $9,245 per ton in London and $10,175 a ton in New York. However, favorable weather pulled down prices, boosting the outlook for the 2025-26 crop. Ghana and Latin America crop outlook is also reported to be good. This resulted in prices dropping by over 15% to $7,806 a ton in London and $8,444 a ton in New York. Again, worries over heavy rainfall pushed up prices to near $8,300 a ton in London, but prices are unlikely to top the $10,000 a ton mark seen in 2024. That's something to savor. On that note, let's keep smiling and be happy. This is Subramani Mancombu signing off for now. Good luck.